A Western intelligence source told Time magazine on Monday that he estimates that the Mossad was behind Saturday's explosion at the Iranian missile base near Tehran. The official said, "Don't believe the Iranians that it was an accident." According to the Time report, the same anonymous source said that more sabotage is being planned to impede Iran's ability to develop and deliver a nuclear weapon. Saturday's blast killed 17 people, including Hassan Tehrani Mokaddam, whose rank was equivalent to that of a brigadier general. He was described as one of the key figures in Iran's missile program. The Revolutionary Guards vowed to continue in Mokaddam's path. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told government ministers on Sunday that Iran is closer to acquiring nuclear weapons than what is commonly believed. Referring to the latest International Atomic Energy Agency report on Iran's nuclear program, the Prime Minister said, "The IAEA's report only detailed information that can be proven, facts that can be presented in court. In practice, there are many other things we see, and hence, the leading states in the world must decide what to do in order to stop Iran." He continued in saying that the efforts thus far did not prevent Iran from progressing towards a bomb, and it is closer to acquiring it sooner than what people think. Former President Mohammad Khatami, a harsh critic of Ahmadinejad, says that all Iran factions will unite if faced with an Israeli military strike. Iranians traveling to Israel could go to prison for up to 5 years instead of only 3 months after Iran's parliament revised an existing ban for such trips. The measure reflects Tehran's security concerns over their arch-enemy, Israel. Iran claims to have dismantled several purported Israeli spy rings in recent years and arrested Iranians with alleged links to the Mossad. On Monday, Iranian state TV reported that Parliament passed a new amendment expanding the current prison term for travel to Israel to between 2 and 5 years. Under a 1972 ban imposed by U.S.-backed Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, offenders faced possible imprisonment of up to 3 months. At the time, the law was designed to mostly avert travel to communist countries. Foreign Minister Avigdor Lieberman is prepared to lift the Gaza blockade, but only under certain conditions. At a Knesset Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee meeting on Monday, Lieberman said, "I told the French Foreign Minister that I was willing to lift restrictions from the Gaza Strip on condition that the French send their Foreign Legion here, and not girls bearing olive branches." During the political review meeting, Lieberman also addressed the matter of negotiations with the Palestinians. He said, "The problem will not end if we reach an agreement on the 1967 borders. After the agreement, they'll demand autonomy in the Galilee. There are officials among the Palestinians who say it explicitly." Lieberman praised the foreign ministry employees for their global efforts on the matter of the Gaza flotilla, the Palmer Report, and the Goldstone Report. Kenya's Prime Minister Raila Odinga is seeking Israel's support in stopping reprisal terror attacks by an al-Qaeda-linked militant group Kenyan troops are pursuing in Somalia. A government statement Monday said Prime Minister Odinga asked Israeli President Shimon Peres for assistance in building the capacity of the Kenyan police to deal with attacks by al-Shabaab militants. Odinga also met on Monday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem. Israeli security forces are among the best in the world in dealing with terror threats, but al-Shabaab could view Kenya's request as a provocation. Kenya last month sent hundreds of troops into Somalia to pursue al-Shabaab, whom it blames for attacks and kidnappings in Kenya. In response, al-Shabaab has threatened to carry out terror attacks in Kenya's capital. Google is falling in line with other global companies and plans to establish a startup incubator for Israeli startup companies, scheduled to become operational next August. Google will rent an entire floor at the Electra office tower in the heart of Tel Aviv. The initiative is scheduled to begin operating at the same time Google Israel headquarters and its R&D center move into the Electra Tower. The incubator will endorse 20 startups at a time, which will rotate every few months. Google stresses that the technological incubator will be separate from the R&D center and operate as a community in its own right. Google Israel will not invest in the companies in return for stock, but it will assist them to procure loans and find guarantors. Furthermore, Google will provide the startups with utilities and infrastructure for their operations: office space, meeting rooms, internet access, information services, tools and consultation from Google professionals, guidance from external bodies and experts, as well as ancillary services such as legal, marketing, and financial consultation. The project will be headed by Amir Shavit, who is the company's liaison with its developers in Israel, and Ayal Miller, head of business development at Google Israel. This is the third year the Cleantech Group, an industry market intelligence company which provides Fortune 1000 global corporations, among others, with industry analysis about cleantech innovation, has presented the Global Cleantech 100, a list of the top 100 private companies in clean technology. This year, Israel has been well represented by 8 companies, 4 of which are based in Israel, and 4 of which were founded by Israelis but with operations in the United States. The awards were split into 3 regions: North America, Europe, and Israel, and Asia Pacific, with 16 countries providing entrance. Out of 3 regions, Israel was represented in the top 10 in both North America, with BrightSource Energy, developer of solar thermal power systems, winning the Continued Excellence Award for being the highest-ranked company on the list for the past 3 years, and in Europe and Israel region, with Takadu, which was awarded with the highest rating in the region.